Hey there, my name is Connie Henriquez Kimmel, and I'm the Long Island Life Coach, and I work with teens as well as adults of all ages. What I am is I'm the creator of Start Loving Life, which is a philosophy that teaches you how to be happy, confident, and in love with life. Who doesn't want that? So the way my programs work is that the first step is, and this is the first step because I don't work with everyone, and the reason why I don't is because if you found me, if you Googled me, you'll realize I have really good reviews, because there's one thing when I work with someone which is my biggest focus, and that is results. So unlike other modalities that you go for years and hopefully you get something, this is all about quick, fast results. Because if you're coming to me about either you or your child, I know either you or your child feels like shit and you want to feel better fast. That is what I do, because it's not hard. It's actually pretty simple how to move forward in a best positive possible way. And that's what I do. So the first step is a discovery session. And that's when I meet with you or your child and I get to know you. I get to know your personality. I get to see kind of like what's going on. But also in that session, I get to teach you why you aren't feeling as good as you should, or as good as you could, and what you're going to do in that one session to start moving forward fast. That's a discovery session. If you're open and receptive and you're open to my approach and my teachings, at that point, then I'm going to recommend one of my programs. If you're not, because let's say this is just not the right fit for you, let's say if it's for your child, they're not open, they're not receptive, this is the deal. I'm not here to waste anyone's time and money. I'm not here to waste my time. The goal is to get results. So with that said, I'll say, hey, I think you're a great person. I think your kid's a great person. I'm just not the right fit. And I do that because the goal is to get results. If you or your child is a candidate for one of my programs, what that looks like is this. I do a 30-day program where I meet with you or your child once a week over the course of 4 weeks. Every session, you're going to learn buildable life skills. You're going to learn how to love yourself, if you can imagine that, how to learn how to love yourself. And the second part is how to start loving life. The reason why my 30-day program gets results is because the only problem you have, and it doesn't matter if you're reaching out for yourself or your child, it doesn't matter if it's anxiety, panic attacks, feeling stuck, unmotivated, some kids are cutting themselves, some kids are pulling their hair out. Doesn't matter what it is. Social anxiety runs to whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. Everything stems from one thing and only. It's self-esteem. And so the only problem you have, and that's why my 30-day program gets results, is you've practiced a habit of negative thinking about yourself. That is it. That is what's fucking up your self-esteem. That is what fucking up your kids' self-esteem. So what I do is I teach you how to improve your self-esteem by thinking better of yourself, and then in turn, life. That's the 30-day program. Some people only need the 30-day program, but after 30 days, one of two things happens. We see how you're doing. We see how your kid's doing. One of two things happens where I say, your kid's doing amazing, and I send them on their merry way, or I say, you're doing amazing, and I send you on your merry way. Or you say, hey, Con, this is so helpful. I want to learn more. And at that point, you could extend to my 60-day program. And again, what you do is it's just an extension. Now, same thing, diving deeper, how to love yourself, how to like really love life. You know, it's like, then again, after that, that may be all you need. Or at the end of that, sometimes I have people say, Con, I want to finish the whole program. This is so helpful. I'm learning to feel so much better. At that point, you could extend to the 90-day program. The reason why I break my program down into 3 parts, even though the full program is 90 days, is because, again, I want to get you quick, fast results. I never want anyone to commit to something longer than they have to. No, that's not how I do it. My business model is not made to keep you coming back to me for 10 years so I could buy my 3rd house. That's the opposite of what I want. I teach self-sufficiency and independence. That means I never want you to rely on anyone, including me, your life coach, long term, in order to feel happiness and be confident and love life. That is all an inside job. I teach you how to access that because, again, I never want you to rely on anyone. That is the opposite of everything I teach. So that is why there's a beginning and there's an end date when I work with someone. Now, yes, do I have some clients that like to stay on and they do some maintenance? Absolutely. But that's because they want to and they're in a financial position to be able to do that. But if that's not you, which you don't have to, because again, the goal is I teach you, you go and love life. That's what you do. And so that is the goal of what the program is. It's about teaching you how to love yourself, how to feel good about yourself, how to know who you are. Most of us don't, okay? Because growing up, in school, we're never taught like who we're supposed to be. No, actually, we're taught who we're supposed to be, but we're never taught who we are really meant to be, God forbid. So it's about really developing and understanding you, because the better you feel about yourself, the more you increase your self-esteem, what happens? You attract better things. When you have poor self-esteem, and some people will look at me and they're like, Con, I'm a president of this company and I make X amount of dollars and I don't have poor self-esteem. Really? If you're not feeling good and you're not feeling your best, self-esteem isn't as good as it should be. And listen, even coming from me, and I've been guilty of it for years, if you don't feel good and you're not happy on a consistent basis, it's always your self-esteem. And the prettiest, most confident, most successful looking person always needs help with self-esteem. And the thing about self-esteem too is that every level of success requires a different mindset. So I'll give you a quick example. When I used to do presentations to a small audience of, let's say, 20 people, I would be nervous. That would be normal, right? And then I got used to talking in front of 20 people. Then the first time I spoke in front of 1,000 people, I was nervous. Even though I talked in front of 20,000 was a lot more to me. So what did I have to do? I had to elevate my mindset. I had to elevate my self-esteem to know I was capable of doing it. Then when I do it, what happens? That's how it works. And so that is what I teach. I teach you how to elevate your mindset, how to feel good, and how to navigate life. I teach you the life skills to be happy, confident, and love life. Who doesn't want that?